Hey my friends, Richard Weberg here, and today I kind of wanted to just have a personal talk with you. I'm just sitting outside in my backyard, top of my grandson's playhouse, looking off into the backwoods. And, for me, I can do this anytime I want because I have freedom from going to work every day. I haven't gone to work since many years now. I'm only 47 years old, and I haven't had a job since I was 39. Now, most of you would love to have that scenario where you don't have to go to work anymore. And that's why I really wanted to have this kind of one-on-one kind of atmosphere here with me talking just straight from the heart. Is a lot of people wait to do this kind of stuff until their back is against the wall, meaning most of the time they just kind of play around with it. They're interested in it. It looks like something might be fun, challenging, but yet they fail to take action. And, what I want to tell you is don't wait until your back's against a wall. My oldest son, Ricky, who just started doing this stuff about 4 months ago, he was never really interested in it because he watched me do it all these years and he knew I didn't go to work anymore. But he looked at it as such a long-term thing that he wanted money right now, instantly. So he never wanted to go to college neither because he did not want to wait to start working full-time. So he started working and just kept working. And he joined us in this internet marketing stuff once my youngest son graduated from high school and never had to go to work for anyone because he built his business online. Now, that's what got my oldest son, motivated enough to get involved and start doing this stuff because he waited till his back was against the wall because financially, nowadays, trying to survive on one income or just trying to survive, period. It's way more expensive nowadays to make a living than it was, years past. And it keeps becoming more and more expensive. In fact, so much so, many people nowadays, they're more afraid that they're going to run out of money, before they die. They're more worried about running out of money than they are about death itself, just because of how expensive things are. And that's why I'm saying, and trying to speak to you directly from my heart, I'm completely free. Everything I own is almost completely paid for. I have very little debt left. That's what this marketing stuff taught me to do, was to be very smart with money and to, people that are successful or very wealthy, we think differently. We think about money differently. We're always using money to leverage something, leverage time, leverage more income. And that's what truly internet marketing, for me was all about, was taking some money and leveraging it so that I could change my lifestyle for the rest of my life. And it may seem like it took for a long time. It took me 6 years to get free, but I was 39 years old when I got free. A lot of people still look at that as, well, that's a long time. I don't know if I want to do this then. What's your alternative? And that's when me and my oldest son finally had a sit down and a heart-to-heart ourselves when he decided to do this. I said, what's your alternative, son? What do you project your life to be in another 5 years? You're already 28 years old. In another 5 years, where are you going to be? Are you going to be in the same position? And he was like, probably. I said, what's your answer? Join Now Lifestyle with you guys and start building my list and building my business. I was like, yeah. And I asked him a whole series of questions, and that's what I'm asking you is, what are you waiting for? What is going to be different in your life 5 years from now? What's going to have magically changed? Do you see yourself making oodles more money doing what you're currently doing? You know, if you put your heart and soul into this business that we're involved with now, Lifestyle, it teaches you all the fundamentals that every successful person online does and gives you all the tools that you need to do in order to be successful. You put in your heart and soul into this business with us, and in 5 years, your life can be totally different. For some of you, a lot quicker. It just all depends on how hard you work and what you put into your business. You know, there are some people who walk into this and are successful very quickly. They didn't take 6 years to become free. Why? Because they put more money into it faster than I did. They leveraged it. Once they figured out how simple this stuff really is, because all it is driving traffic to a lead capture page and following up with people and sharing the products and services that you're using. That's it. Most people overcomplicate this stuff and go off on tangents, and that's what I did for years. You know, I knew it worked, but I was busy doing a lot of other things. When it comes down to it, all it is about getting leads. Every day getting more and more leads and learning to scale that up. Faster you scale it up, the faster you're free. And some people are afraid to spend money. Oh, God, that costs $50 a month. Yeah, I mean, people spend more than that at McDonald's. They spend more than that at, I see some of the poorest people ever in our local town. We go Christmas shopping, and they're coming out with 5 big screen TVs, and I've said this in other videos, 5 big screen TVs in their carts. And I know what kind of situation they're in. It's like, you're probably going in debt over the 5 to 6 these TVs. They literally have 2 of them going for these deals and pile their carts full of TVs. You know, and they go in debt for that kind of stuff. You know, use their credit cards. We don't do that because we made sure our financial security was number 1 in our priority list. Now I could buy 5 big screen TVs every day if I wanted to. You know, that's the difference between taking a little bit of time and going after your dreams and goals and committing to them and actually working towards them and using some money as leverage to get you there. You know, we have a lot of people in our business who join us too, and they join us at the minimal level. And it's like, what are you not getting? You want it to take forever to get where you want to go? You know, you want to have some skin in the game. That's what I've always done. Even, you know, a lot of you know my story and where I started. And I started doing this stuff when I was completely broke. I had gone bankrupt and lost everything I owned. The repo man had even taken my cars. I tried to hide him from him for a while, but he eventually found them. But I actually started doing this stuff in Section 8 welfare housing. It's completely true. That's how I got started. That's when I found internet marketing. But from day one, my point is that even though my back was totally against the wall and my finances were actually in a shithole, I was all in from the get-go. I remember putting $3,000 into a program to get going shortly after I had gotten started, and I sold pretty much whatever I had left to come up with that money. Why did I do it? Because I believed in what I wanted in life. I believed in my dreams. I believed in having something better. And that's what you have to do, is believe in yourself and believe that this stuff can happen. But if you fail to take any action, you fail to put any skin in the game, any commitment, you're always going to give up and you're always going to quit because you have no risk. You know, people join something for $20. Oh yeah, I'm going to make a bunch of money with that. No, you're not. You don't have any commitment to yourself or what you're doing. You know, well, I don't have any money. Well, neither did I. I don't take that as an excuse. I took that as a reason as to why I needed to do this stuff. I just seen some lady who had joined Now Lifestyle, and she's like, well, it's only been a couple days and I'm already thinking that I can't buy traffic. So I'm really frustrated and thinking about quitting already. I'm like, what do you mean you can't buy traffic? That's my thought that goes through my mind. You'll never be able to do anything if $50 in a month means so much to you that you can't buy a $35 solo ad, one a month, to get started towards your dreams and your goals. It means your dreams and goals don't mean shit to yourself. And that's, you know, unfortunately, I had some business training. Fortunately, I had this business training before I ever got into internet marketing. Like I said, I owned some retail stores. I went bankrupt but I own some retail stores, and before that I was involved in multi-level marketing in my early 20s. So I had some knowledge about what it takes to make this stuff work. So I already had an entrepreneur mindset, a business mindset of, hey, in order to do this stuff, I got to have something in it, because you act with more commitment, you act with more belief, you go after your dreams and goals much harder when you actually are committed to what you are doing. And, that's what comes out of you, because you've said in your own mind, hey, I believe this will work. And last night, me and Johnny did a webinar for all of Now Lifestyle, and I was really trying to get all this across, and so was John on the webinar, about mindset and believing in yourself, and having skin in the game and commitment to what you're doing. Because if you really want to, this is a Thursday afternoon at, like, I don't know what time it is, 2 o'clock. Every day I can come back here. This is, like I said, my grandson's playhouse. I'm at the top of it, and I'm just back here enjoying the day talking to you. I don't have to go to work. I can watch people go by and they can go to work. I don't have to do that. I could spend time anywhere I want because I work from home. I work from a computer. I can bring a laptop anywhere I want in the world, and I have, and do business from there if I so choose to. But because of automation with the tools and stuff that we use in Now Lifestyle, we have money coming in on autopilot now. It just comes in on autopilot. I can be sleeping and we're making money because there's people up in other parts of the world buying stuff, joining our business, joining our team. And that happens all the time, 24/7. Our business makes us money 24/7. Why? Because we use automation tools. We followed what other successful people did before us, what they taught us, and we became master marketers. Did it take us some time? Yes. But what was the price we paid for freedom? The cost was not much. It's not like we, died or anything over it, or we built a massive lifestyle that my youngest son never even had to go to work for somebody after he graduated. That's absolutely incredible. He's traveled this year over 50 days. Can you imagine being able to travel over 50 days, but having fun sitting by a pool, spending time with other like-minded people, enjoying a beach somewhere? That's exactly what he's been doing all year. We both went to Cabo. Me, my wife, and John, we all went to Cabo San Lucas with Now Lifestyle and Joe Terrian. It was absolutely incredible. We spent time in a $3,000 a night mansion that was paid for. And we were catered to. We were served food, drinks, fun, music, atmosphere, people. It was a paradise. We were talking about that last night too on the webinar. Absolute paradise that was given to us for the work that we put in. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to make sure that, if you haven't taken any action yet, that you do. And you look at, in my life, what is important to me in the next 5 years? What do I want to change? Write those things down. Put them on a wall in front of you. Look at them every day. Talk to yourself about them. I can't wait. Like you're going to get them. I can't wait until we move into our new home. I can't wait until we can go on vacation for 50 days in a year and not be putting anything on our credit cards or going into debt over it or losing our job over it because you don't have a job anymore. Talk like that. Believe it. Get it inside your head, because then you'll act accordingly. Because that's what you want to do, is switch what you're thinking up here. Your mindset. Your mindset controls everything you do. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people sometimes that are like, well, I don't believe all that mind hocus pocus stuff. Well, if you don't, you'll never have anything better, because that is truly what gets you to where you take action in the appropriate kind of way so that you can accomplish the things that you want. Everything is mindset. Everything that we think about, we get. Think about it in that way. Everything that we think about, we get. You want to go to college, so you go to college for 4 years. You're thinking about college. You're thinking about where you want to work. And guess what happens? You end up working where you're thinking about and what your chosen field was. You end up doing that. Usually you end up in the town that you want to end up because that's what you're thinking about. It's the same thing with anything. You're thinking about dating somebody. You look at that person, you talk to them, you keep thinking about them. Pretty soon you ask them out because you've been thinking about them. You take the necessary action to date them. You take the necessary actions to get a certain job. You go show up there. You go put in an application. You take the actions because you're thinking about it. Everything starts in the mind as an idea and a thought. Every action, every reaction, everything is affected by your mindset. And that's so important in this business and what we do when you're trying to reach your dreams and goals is you think about them, you plan to get them, you act as though you're already in possession of them, and then you take the necessary action to get there. Everything is calculated. You can calculate pretty much everything out of where you want to be, where you want to get to, in how long, once you understand that there is no magic button. It takes work, takes money for leverage, and you do it according to what your budget is. And you put some skin in the game, some commitment, and go beyond a little bit of what you can afford to do so that it pushes you. I'm not telling you to mortgage your house or anything like that. I'm telling you need to have real commitment in what you're doing. Buy a solo ad. Buy 2 of them. Go all in. You know, the NLS University. Go all in. Why wouldn't you? You're going to make multiple commissions off of a one-time payment. Go all in. That's commitment. You're going to work harder. You're not going to just give up. Remember this, for me and for all of my knowledge, all of my experience in business, I've been an entrepreneur since I was in my early 20s. I've always thought about business ownership. I've taken courses on business ownership. I've gone through Udemy. It's a higher institute of higher learning for building your business into $1 million. I've done many seminars, all kinds of different things, and been trained by people that were multimillionaires in different places and time in my life because of all the different business things that I was involved in along the way. And all of that led me, in my experience with other people, marketing systems online, owning a traditional business, all have led me to the conclusion that Now Lifestyle is literally the best business opportunity you will ever find because of how little it costs. We're talking $50 a month, and you literally can make whatever you desire out of the business. It's backed by a real company. The company has already paid out over $100 million. The sky's the limit. Whatever you can dream of, you can make happen. But we're talking $50 a month. You go all in, it's a one-time payment. What is that, $997 or $1497? Because it moves up if you don't do it right away. So what kind of commitment is that? Most of you have more commitment to the TVs in your house than you do to changing your life. How pathetic is that? You know, I don't know where in your life TV was so important, and I'm not like, you know, I'm just talking in general because I know a lot of people would rather sit and watch TV than do anything with their life. And that's why I say that. It really curdles my stomach when I go and see all the people, like I said, at Christmas time, I've used that several times when talking on these videos. Curdles my stomach to see people going in there and going in debt just because some TVs are on sale. Why don't you use that money to change your life? There are many ways to do it. Now Lifestyle just happens to be the very best. I'm telling you, there is no opportunity online because most of them are nothing more than a guy or gal sitting behind a computer screen that bought some cheap make money script, because you can do that for about $200-300 and set up, and it's just a program. I know, I've owned them before. They're just programs. They don't have backing by a company that's paid out $200 million and that the owner, CEO of the company is a master marketer himself, and that's how he built his empire. This is a real company we're dealing with. Many of you have been ripped off doing this stuff because you've bet your bank on scammy things and stuff that ain't real, And I'm sorry to say that happens to people because of lack of education, and that's why I'm doing this video, and I'm truly trying to pour my heart out here to you to get you to understand what you really have your hands on and what we're trying to share with you. Because we really want you to be successful. We already are. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to be successful. Let us help you. We want to root for you. We want to share with you our knowledge, give you what we have inside of us, and help you accomplish your goals and dreams now. It's your turn. Do it together with us, and we'll walk the beaches together, my friends. We can't wait to meet you and hang out with you and talk about our stories together and the challenges that we've overcame and the different things that each person, that's the great thing when you get together with people that have done this and are already in the trenches and they're moving along and forward, and you meet at some of these events or places and you're like, wow, that was incredible what you did. Yeah, same to you, man. Because everybody has different challenges. They're going to come your way. But let us help you be successful. If you don't believe in yourself, let us believe in you first so that you can eventually believe in yourself. Get committed, take action, follow what we teach you. We can lead you to the path that you're looking for, and so can Now Lifestyle. It is the absolute best business opportunity on the planet Earth, period. You'll never find something